Alright guys, so in this video, what they want you to do, or sorry, in this section of the book, what they want you to do, and by the way, we are on chapter 3, page 184, okay? What they want you to do is, we're going to start taking the products, or multiplying decimals, okay? So at first, we're multiplying decimals, but we want to start off with estimation. So you see the word estimate. And you see how the equal signs are squiggly? That's because we're estimating. And what that is called is approximating. Approximate. Okay, and we're doing the approximate value. So what all the book wants you to do is take the decimals and round them to the nearest whole number. So 6.8 is very close to 6. And what is 6 times 4? Well, 6 times 4 is 24. So this is approximately 24. Or 13.9 is about 14. And 2.7 is about 3. So what is 14 times 3? Well, that is then going to be 3042. And that's all we're doing right now. That's what this little lesson's about. 94.89 is about 95. And 95 times 3 is going to be 15 less than 300, so 285. Okay, next one says a grocery store sells cheese for $3.89 per pound. About how much would 1.89 pounds? So again, look, about how much. It's not saying how much, it's saying about. Like, give me an estimate. So 3.89 is about 4. And we're going to multiply that by however many pounds. So it's about $4 a pound, or 4 dirham a pound, and we have about 2 pounds. So we're talking about 8 AED. Or this one. Muhammad has 52 megabytes left on his MP3 player. He wants to download 7 songs that each use 7.9 megabytes of memory. He estimates is the key word, that's like an approximation, that he will need 56 megabytes of memory. And is his estimation reasonable? Okay, so let's find out. 7 songs, that's a pretty solid number. 7.9 megabytes each, okay, so let's say that's about 8 megabytes each. So we're talking about 56, approximately 56 megabytes. He estimated 56 megabytes, so yes, I would say, for as far as explaining my reasoning, I'd say, yeah, this guy, Muhammad, made a very good estimate. We estimated the same thing. Okay? Next page. Page 185. So my paper messed up on printing a little bit, so I just wrote up numbers 1, 2, and 3 up here. Okay. So, number 1. It says 9.7 times 3.3, so let's estimate. This is about 10 times 3, approximately 30. 3.4 times 5.6, so that's about 3 times 6. It's about 18. 17.5, that's about 18, times 8.4, that's about 8. That's a big one. So that's 80 plus 64, so that's 144, about. All right, on to the next one. 44.8, so that's about 45 times 5. So that's going to be 250 to 225. Okay, 28.21, so that's 28. Times 8. So that's 160 plus 64, so 224. And again, these aren't exact, these are all estimates. And then lastly, we got 72 times 2. That one's a little bit easier, at least. 272, so 144. Okay, that's that one. Now let's do 7 and 8, and I'm going to just leave 10 off. Or 7 and 8, and I'm going to leave 9 and 10 off. Okay, 7. On average, the U.S. produces 36.5 million tons of fruit each year. Okay, about how much fruit does it produce in 2.25 years? Okay, so let's round this one up. So about 37 million a year times 2.25 is about 2 years. So I would say they produce approximately 37 times 2 is going to be 74 million tons of fruit. They produce about 74 million tons of fruit every year, or every 2.25 years. Okay. Asel is making headbands using ribbon. She would like to make 12 headbands. Each one requires 15.5 inches of ribbon. She estimates that she will need to buy 160 inches of ribbon. Is her estimate reasonable? Okay, well that's about 16. So let's say if she's making 12 headbands and she needs about 16 inches each. So 12 times 16, I know 12 times 12 is 144. Then 12 times 4 is 48. So 180, 192. I would say that her guess is definitely unreasonable. I may have multiplied this wrong just a little bit, but I know that that is definitely unreasonable because 160 inches would be if this was a 10. So I would say, is her estimate reasonable? No. Asel's estimate is let's say too far off. Because it doesn't have to be exact, but it's not reasonable. Okay, I'm going on to the next video where instead of estimating, now we're actually going to multiply decimals. Okay, see you guys in class.